Good morning, all of you. So, in last class, we discussed about binary operations and algebraic structure and what is group. So, what is group? Let G be a non-empty set. Let G be a non-empty set and A comma B comma C are an element in G. It satisfies the following properties. The properties are closure property. So what is closure property? If A comma B belongs to Z, A star B also belongs to Z. So here star is a binary operation defined on given non-empty set G. Okay. So second associative property, if A comma B comma C belongs to Z, then A star B star C is equal to A star B star C. Okay. So third one, identity element. Identity element, A star E is equal to E star A is equal to A. For all A belongs to Z. Okay. So inverse element, for each A belongs to Z, there exists an element B such that A star B is equal to E, that is equal to B star A. A star B is equal to E. So here B is called inverse element of A. Okay. So in these, first the given group G satisfies the first two properties, then that group is called semi group, and it satisfies three properties, then it is called monoid, and satisfies four properties, that is a group. In that, another definition, abelian group. So what is abelian group? If A comma B belongs to given set non-empty set G and star is a binary operation defined on G, then A star B is equal to B star A. A star B is equal to B star A, then G is called abelian group. Okay. So these five properties, if given set G satisfies these five properties, then G is called abelian group. Okay. So if non-empty set G, let G be a non-empty set and G star be a star is a binary operation defined on G, then G star is said to be a group if satisfies the four properties that are closure, associative, identity and inverse. In that, another property, abelian or commutative property, it satisfies, then that G is called abelian group. Okay. In today class, the remaining definitions of a group. First one, order of group. So what is order of group? How to say order of a given group? So the number of elements of a group G is called order of given group. Okay, the number of elements in a group is called order of group. So order of the group G is the number of elements in the group G. So it is denoted by that G. The symbol denotes number of elements of this group G. Okay. So a group of order 1. So suppose a group of order is equal to 1 has only the, then that group contain only identity element. So set of singleton set is star. Here star is a binary operation defined on given group G. Okay. A group of order 2 has two elements, that is one identity element and one some other element. If a group has order 2, then in that one element is identity element, in another one, and the other element is some other element of the group G. Okay. So what is order of a group? The number of elements of a given group is called order of a group. It is denoted by that G, and the order of a group is 1, then that group has only one element, that is identity element. If a group of order is 2, then that group has an element, identity element with some other element. Okay. Next definition, subgroup. So if A is a non-empty set H of a group G, if H is a non-empty subset of a group G, is itself a group under the operation of G. We say H is a subgroup of G. So here H is a non-empty subset of a group G and is itself a group. Here G is itself a group under the operation of G. So here H is a non-empty subset of G and H is itself a group under the operation of G. So G is a group with a binary operation multiplication. So H is also a group with binary operation multiplication and H is a subset of G. Then we say that H is a subgroup of G, or another definition, a subset H of a group G, a subset H of a group G is a subgroup of G if the identity element, if the identity element A belongs to Z, sorry, identity element E belongs to Z. Okay, we refer identity element with E, so here by mistake A. So the identity element E belongs to H and H is closed under the operation of G. So G అనేది ఏ బైనరీ ఆపరేషన్ తో గ్రూప్ అయిందో విత్ సేమ్ ఆపరేషన్ తోటి H కూడా గ్రూప్ అయి ఉండాలి. That is, if A comma B belongs to H, then A comma B belongs to H and H is closed under inverses. That is, if A belongs to H, then A inverse belongs to H. H is closed under inverses. That is, if A belongs to H, then A inverse belongs to H. So when we say that the given subgroup, here H is a subset of G and G is a group. If we say that H is a subgroup of G, the properties is the identity element E belongs to H and H is closed under the operation of G. That is, if A comma B belongs to H, then A comma B belongs to H and H is closed under inverses. That is, if A belongs to H, then A inverse also belongs to H. Okay. So next one, cyclic group. Order of a group and subgroup. Next one, cyclic group. Okay. So let G be a multiplicative group and element X belongs to Z can be expressed as integral power of X. Can be expressed as integral power of X. Then G is called a cyclic group generated by X. Cyclic group generated by X. It is denoted by G is equal to generator of X. The symbol is called here generator of X. So what is cyclic group? Let G be a multiplicative group. Let G be a multiplicative group means G is a group with binary operation multiplication and an element X belongs to Z. So X be an element of a group G can be expressed as integral power of X. That is X power n, X into X into X into. So integral power of X. Then G is called a cyclic group generated by X. It is denoted by G is equal to generator of X. That is, G is equal to X power n such that n belongs to Z. Okay. Next one, cyclic subgroup. A subgroup K of a group G is said to be cyclic subgroup if there exists an element X belongs to Z such that every element of K can be written in the form X power n. Every element of K can be written in the form X power n, means every element of K can be expressed as integral powers of X. Integral power means X power n. for some n belongs to Z. So when we say that the given subgroup K is a cyclic subgroup of G, so every element of K can be expressed as in the form x power n for some n belongs to Z. Then we say that K is a cyclic subgroup of group G. Okay. The element x is called generator of K, and we write K is equal to generator x. So the symbol is called generator symbol. Okay. So K is equal to generator of x. So for example, the group G is equal to the elements 1 minus 1, I minus I. Under usual multiplication is a finite cyclic group. So this is a finite set. So this is a finite cyclic group with I as generator. Since I power 1 is equal to I. So here the element is I. I square is equal to minus 1. Okay. So here minus 1. So every element of the given group can be generated by the element I. That is called cyclic group. Okay. So here I cube value is equal to minus I. So minus I. And I power 4. I power 4 is equal to I square into I square. So minus 1 into minus 1, that is equal to 1. So the group G is equal to 1 minus 1 I minus I. Under usual multiplication is a finite cyclic group with I as generator. So ఈ set ki generator element enti I, because with I every element of G can be expressed in terms of I powers. Okay. So I power 1 is equal to I square is equal to minus 1, I cube is equal to minus I, and I power 4 is equal to 1. Okay. This is the definition for cyclic group. So next one, abelian group, you already know in before class. So once again recall this definition here. So let us consider an algebraic system G star, where star is a binary operation on G. Then the system G star is said to be an abelian group if it satisfies all the properties of group plus an additional following property. So that what is that additional property? A comma B belongs to G. The operator, when this binary operation is commutative, means A star B is equal to B star A. A star B is equal to B star A for all A comma B belongs to Z. Okay. The operation star is commutative, that is A star B is equal to B star A for all A comma B belongs to Z. So when we say that the given group G is abelian group, G star is a binary operation on G, then the G star is said to be an abelian group if it satisfies all the properties of the group with additional property A star B is equal to B star C, B star A, then I say that G is abelian group. So let us consider an example. An algebraic system G star, where G is the set of all non-zero real numbers, where G is the set of all non-zero real numbers, and star is a binary operation defined by A star B is equal to AB by 4. Okay. So show that G star is an abelian group. So ఇక్కడ ఏమి ఇచ్చారంటే given algebraic system G star, where G is the set of all non-zero real numbers, and star is a binary operation defined by, so a two elements relation with this binary operator is equal to AB by 4. Okay. So suppose A comma B belongs to in this group G, the relation between those two elements can be expressed in the form. So A star B is equal to AB by 4. So here binary operation defined like this. So A star B is equal to AB by 4. So this binary operation, we have to show that this binary operation is an abelian group. Okay. So here we no need to show the closure property, because A comma B belongs to G, A star B is equal to AB by 4. This is direct relation they given. So we are going to prove associative property and identity property, inverse property, and commutative property. We have to show that these four properties satisfies the given group G, then we say that the given G is abelian group. Okay. So here we first show that the associative property. So what is the associative property? A star B star C is equal to A star B star C. Okay, now A star B star C is equal to A star B star C. So we have to consider LHS A star B. So from that we have to prove associative property. Next we prove identity. So to find the identity element, let us assume that E is a positive real number. So E is a positive real number, then E star A is equal to A. So E star A is equal to A. What is that condition? Identity condition. So we have to prove E star A is equal to A, where A belongs to Z. So E star A, this relation defined in this binary relation defined like this. So EA by 4 is equal to A. From that we write AA cancel here. So E is equal to 4. Similarly, A star E is equal to A. So A star E will be defined AE by 4. So AE by 4 is equal to AA cancel. So here small a, AE by 4, that is equal to A. AA cancel, E is equal to 4. So LHS is equal to RHS and identity element is identity element is equal to value 4. So thus the identity element in G is 4. So under this binary operation, this group has identity element that is 4. Okay. So inverse element, let us assume that A belongs to Z. If A inverse belongs to Q is an inverse of A, then A star A inverse is equal to 4. So what is the inverse property? A star B is equal to identity element. Here identity element we are having 4. So A star A inverse is equal to 4. Therefore A comma A inverse. So A belongs to Z. If A inverse belongs to Q, so A belongs to Z, A inverse belongs to Z is an inverse of A. So we write these two elements A inverse by 4, that is equal to 4. So R A inverse is equal to 16 by A. Okay, similarly A inverse star A is equal to 4. A inverse star A is equal to 4. So from these property we can write A inverse A by 4 is equal to 4. So or A inverse 16 by A. So LHS means A star A inverse is equal to A inverse star A is equal to 16 by A. Okay. So thus the inverse of element A in G is 16 by A. Thus the inverse element of A in G is 16 by A. So we have to prove commutative property or abelian property. The operator star on G is commutative. So for considering A comma B belongs to Z, so A star B is equal to AB by 4. That is equal to B star A, because B star A is equal to BA by 4. The product of AB is equal to BA. So B star A is also is equal to AB by 4. So thus the algebraic system G star is closed, associative, identity element, inverse and commutative. Hence the system G star is an abelian group. So మనకి ఇక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం లో G star ని ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేశారంటే ఎనీ టూ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ G can be with this binary operation is defined A star B is equal to AB by 4. సో ఆ కండిషన్ ని తీసుకొని మనము గివెన్ గ్రూప్ ని ఎబిలియన్ గ్రూప్ అని ప్రూవ్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో ఎబిలియన్ గ్రూప్ అంటే ఏమేమి సాటిస్ఫై చేయాలి? క్లోజర్, అసోసియేటివ్ and identity element, inverse element and commutative property. So no need to prove closure property. So directly the given A comma B belongs to in that G, that is in the form A star B is by AB by 4. Okay. So next we prove associative, identity, inverse and commutative. Next one, product of groups. Product of groups. Prove that if G1 comma star 1 means binary operation for first group, and G2 comma star 2, so binary operation for second group, are two groups, then G is equal to G1 cross G2. So Cartesian product of these two groups, that is G star is a group with operation defined by A1 comma B1 star A2 comma B2, that is equal to A1 comma star 1 means binary operation 1 A2, B1 star 2 B2. So here A1 A2 are belongs to G1 and B1 B2 belongs to G2. So the binary operation defined like this. So we have to prove these two are then is a group with operation defined by. So to prove that G1 cross G2, so Cartesian product of these two group is a group, we have to show that G1 cross G2 has the associative operator, has an identity and also exists inverse of an element. Okay. So first one, associativity. Let A comma B comma C belongs to G1 cross G2. Cross means Cartesian product and G1 cross G2. Then this, what is the LHS of associativity? A star B star C. So here A star means A1 comma A2. So the element of G1 cross G2 is first element in G1 and second element in G2. So ordered pairs. Okay. So A star means A1 comma A2 star, B1 comma B2 star, G1 C1 comma C2. Okay. So the product of these two ordered pairs defined here like this. So we write the product of these two ordered pairs. So first ordered pair is similar in the first step, A1 comma A2 star. So this can be right B1 star 1 means binary operation for group 1 C1, B2 star 2 C2 binary operation 2. Okay. So next we multiplication, this is we we apply the definition for these two ordered pairs. We get A1 star 1 B1, this is one element, this is another element. So B1 star 1 C1, A2 star 2 B2 star 2 C2. Okay. So here the ordered pairs, so this is first element of this ordered pair and this is second element of the ordered pair. So we product these two, we get A1 first ordered pair has first group operation and second element has second group operation. So A1 star 1, first element in second order pair is B1 star 1 C1. Okay. Comma A2 star, next here binary operation is second group binary operation, that's why star 2 into B2 star 2 C2. Okay. So again here we apply the definition A1 star 1 B1 star 1 C1, A2 star 2 B2 star 2 C2. So here we grouping C1 C2. So here A1 star 1 B1 comma A2 star 2 B2 star C1 comma C2. Okay, from that this ordered pair is equal to this. So RHS to LHS. Here we are applying RHS to LHS. A1 comma A2 star B1 comma B2. Okay, A1 comma A2 star B1 comma B2 star C1 comma C2. So we consider, so A1 comma A2 means A, B1 comma B2 means B. So A star B star C. So LHS consider చేస్తే మనము RHS prove చేసాం. So A star B star C is equal to A star B star C. So G1 cross G2 closed with associativity. Next, identity property. So here G1 and G2 are two groups, then every group has a identity element. So E1 is an identity element in G1 and E2 is the identity element in G2 respectively. Then the identity for the ordered Cartesian product of G1 and G2 is E is equal to E1 comma E2. So first element in first group, second element in second group. Assume same A belongs to G1 cross G2. So what is the identity property? We have to check A star E is equal to A. So let us consider LHS A star E. So A means A1 comma A2 star, E means E1 comma E2. The product, the binary operator defined like this: A1 star 1 E1 comma A2 star 2 E2. Okay. So A1 star 1 E1. ఇక్కడ E1 is a identity element in G1. So this is the identity property for G1. So A star E is equal to A. So A1, A star E2 is equal to A2. So A1 comma A2. A1 comma A2 is equal to A. Similarly, we have to prove E star A is equal to A. Okay. Next property, inverse. To determine the inverse of an element in G1 cross G2, we will determine it component wise. It is A inverse. A inverse is equal to A1 comma A2 whole inverse. That is equal to A1 inverse A2 inverse. As in yesterday class, we prove AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse, like that. So A1 A2. A means an element in G, but A1 comma A2 is an element in G1 cross G2. So this can be expressed in A1 inverse A2 inverse. Okay. So now to verify that this is the exact inverse, we will compute A star A inverse and A inverse star A. So let us consider LHS A star A inverse, that is equal to A1 comma A2 star A inverse. The element A inverse can be expressed in A1 inverse comma A2 inverse. So the binary operation, we can apply the binary operation of these two ordered pairs. So that is A1 star 1 A1 inverse comma A2 star 2 A2 inverse. So by the group G1, A1 star 1 A1 inverse is equal to E1, A2 star 2 A2 inverse is equal to E2, because G1 and G2 are already groups. Okay. So the inverse element of G1 is A1 star A1 inverse. So the inverse element of G2 is A2 star to A2 inverse. So these elements are equal to E1, E2. So ordered pair E1 comma E2 is equal to E. So here E represents the identity element in G1 cross G2. Okay. So the ordered pair of Cartesian product of G1 cross G2. So similarly, we prove A inverse star A is equal to E. So thus, so here G1 Cartesian product of G2 under the binary operation star is closed, associative, identity, inverse, and closure property. So from that we said G1 cross G2 cross comma star is a binary operation, is a group. Okay. So group ani prove cheyandi ante we have to check these all properties. One of the property is not satisfied, that is not a group. Okay. Next definition, cosets. Let H be a subgroup of a group G. So here H be a subgroup of a group G. So subgroup means H is a subset of group G and itself a group under the binary operation defined on G. Then we say that H is a subgroup of G. So let H be a subgroup of a group G. A left coset of H in G is a subset of G. A left coset of H in G is a subset of G whose elements may be expressed as left coset. So here XH is the left coset. XH is equal to, here X is an element in G and H is subset of subgroup of G. So this can be expressed XH is equal to XH such that H belongs to H. So here the element in G belongs to left side. That's why this coset is called left coset. So XH is equal to XH such that here H is an element in H for any X belongs to Z. This is the uh, condition for left coset. Okay. The element X is called a representation of the coset. Similarly, a right coset of H in G is a subset that may be expressed as Hx is equal to Hx. So here H belongs to H and X is an element in G. Thus complexes XH and Hx are called left coset and a right coset respectively. Okay, the complexes XH and HX are called respectively a left coset and a right coset. So left coset condition is XH is equal to the element A expressed in the form XH such that H belongs to H and X be an element in G. So right coset is equal to HX is equal to HX such that H belongs to H. This is the definition for coset. So what is the coset? H be a subgroup of G and the left coset of H in G is can be expressed XH is equal to XH small h such that H belongs to H be the an element in H and X be an element in G, and right coset can be expressed in terms of Hx is equal to Hx such that H belongs to H be the an element in H capital H and X be the an element in G. So if the group operation is additive, then left coset is denoted as, if the binary operation is additive, the left coset can be expressed in X plus H is equal to X plus H such that H belongs to H, and the right coset is denoted by H plus X such that H belongs to S. So this is the main condition for coset. Okay, XH, this is left coset and this is right coset. So why this is left coset? The element of the G group G is belong to left side of the H. Here right side of the H. Normal subgroup. So let G be a group. A subgroup H of G is said to be a normal subgroup of G if for all H belongs to H. If for all H belongs to H and X belongs to Z, so XH X inverse belongs to H. XH X inverse belongs to H. So if XH X inverse is equal to, the element in normal subgroup is XH X inverse such that H belongs to H. Then H is normal subgroup in G if and only if XH X inverse subset are equal to H for all X belongs to G. So what is the definition for normal subgroup? H is a subgroup of, let G be a group and H be a subgroup of G. H is said to be a normal subgroup of G if X belongs to Z and H belongs to H. X belongs to Z and H belongs to H such that XH X inverse belongs to H. XH X inverse belongs to be the n element in H. Then we say that H is normal subgroup of G. So group homomorphism. Group homomorphism. So a homomorphism is a mapping F maps G to G dash such that F of X comma Y, sorry, XY, F of XY is equal to F of X into F of Y for all X comma Y belongs to Z. The mapping F preserves the group operation, although the binary operations of the group G and G dash are different. So above condition is called the homomorphism condition. So in similar way, we can say that let G and G dash, G and G dash be any two groups. Let G and G dash be any two groups. A mapping from G to G dash, a mapping from G to G dash is said to be a homomorphism if it satisfies the condition f of x star y is equal to f of x. So here G is a defined binary operation. For suppose G defined binary operation plus and G dash is defined by binary operation dot. So in that fx, the binary operation with plus y is equal to f of x into f of y. Okay, for all x comma y belongs to G. Kernel of homomorphism. So the kernel of a homomorphism from a group G to a group G dash with identity E dash is the set x belongs to Z, f of x is equal to E dash. So the kernel of f is denoted by kernel f. So here from a group G to a group G dash, f is a mapping from G to G dash with identity element E dash. So the set x belongs to Z. So x be the element in domain and their image f of x is equal to E dash. So every element of G is mapped with E dash in codomain. Then that set is called, that is called kernel of homomorphism. Similar way, let f maps G to G dash be the homomorphism and E be the identity element in G and E dash be the identity element in G dash. Then the set x belongs to Z such that f of x is equal to E dash is called kernel of f, is called kernel of f, means f is homomorphism already. Okay, the kernel of f is denoted by ker f. So kernel of f is always subset or equal to G. Kernel of f is always subset or equal to G. So here f maps G to G dash is the homomorphism of G into G dash. Then the image set of f is the range. The image set of f is the range denoted by f of G of the map f. Thus image of f is equal to f of G, that is equal to f of x belongs to G dash such that x belongs to Z. If this is one definition, this is another definition. One more. Okay. Now simply kernel f is equal to x belongs to Z such that f of x is equal to E bar, means every element of domain is mapped with identity element in codomain. Okay. Next one, isomorphism. Next definition, isomorphism. So let G1 star and G2 circle, means here G1 is a group under binary operation star, G2 is a group under binary operation circle, B2 algebraic system where star and circle both are binary operations. The system G1 star and G2 circle are said to be isomorphic if there exists an isomorphic mapping G F maps G1 to G dash, G1 to G2 such that so the defining mapping satisfies these three properties, then F is called isomorphism. Okay, so what is the property? If f is homomorphism, homomorphism means f of x star y is equal to f of x circle f of y. We have to prove f of x star y is equal to f of x circle f of y. So F is 1 1. So 1 1 means every element of G1 has image in G2. F is on 2. Every element of codomain G2 has pre-image in G1. So we satisfy these three properties. Then we said F is isomorphism. Okay. Last one, automorphism. Let G1 star and G2 circle be two algebraic system where star and circle both are binary operations on G1 and G2 respectively. Then an isomorphism from G1 star to G2 circle is called an automorphism if G1 is equal to G2. So domain is equal to codomain, then the mapping is called automorphism. Here G1 and G2 are two groups with two different binary operations, but finally G1 is equal to G2, then we say that it is automorphism. Okay, the mapping F maps G1 to G2 is an automorphism.